Hey everybody, welcome to You Know Me, the podcast for Brunswick and the Golden Isles. This is our first trip to Jekyll Island, so we are officially the podcast for the Golden Isles. And we're here for Braderie South. This is a huge antique show event. There's a lot of stuff going on, classic cars. There's going to be some cocktail lessons later on this afternoon in the Jekyll Island Club. But we're here now. We're going to walk around, say hi to some people, and then we're going to sit down later on with the organizer of this whole thing, and she's going to tell us the story of how this all came about and how to get involved if you want to get involved. We're really excited about this. This is some beautiful antiques here with some great stories behind it. So stay tuned and keep up. We are here at the classic car section, and what better way to start with the ultimate classic vehicle, a Rolls Royce. And why don't you tell us, what year is this Rolls Royce?
56. It was made in 55, but titled in 56 when it was sold. And it was actually the first pre-war or post-war body style from Rolls Royce. The late 40s and 50s and early 50s were actually body styles from before the war. Over there, the war started in 39.
Right.
So, and it's a Silver Cloud. That's Silver Cloud. Then they made a 2 and a 3. The 2 and 3s had 8 cylinders. This was 6 cylinders, and it's a very nice running car. I have a lot of fun with it.
Do you have affinity for Rolls Royces, or do you have a collection of Rolls?
Yeah, I've got 2 other Rolls, and I've got 2 Bentleys, 3 Jaguars, and a 48 Riley. Yeah.
Wow, you like the English
cars, yes sir. Yeah.
What draws you to those?
Back in '88, I bought a '68 XKE, and that just kind of started, and it just kind of evolved from there, I guess.
Excellent.
Yeah, last 10, 12 years is when I really started and get it into some of the old British cars, when I could finally start affording them.
Now, did you have to restore this at all, or?
The engine, the mechanicals needed some work to it, transmission and the engine and some other things. But the body style itself and the interior came like that. I actually bought this car by accident. It was a Hemmings auction. And I placed a bid on a Saturday, and I said, well, that won't go anywhere. And then Monday I get an email that says, congratulations, you just bought a car. So anyway, it worked out good. Yeah.
That's great.
It was in better shape than I thought it was going to be in. So yeah, I'm very happy with it.
It's beautiful. It really, I mean, when you think classic cars, Rolls Royce is one of the top that comes to mind.
Yeah, that and Bentley. Bentley's actually my favorite. They're more fun to drive.
Really?
If I tell people, this is for like going out for dinner in a theater on a Thursday night, and the Bentley's for going out to your estate on a Saturday morning driving. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Good to meet
We'll
you.
see you around.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Buda here again, and we're with Stu
Graham.
And Stu, tell us about your car here.
It's a 1956 Chevrolet Bel Air. It's not quite a resto mod because it's not real powerful, but it's got a 350 engine, later model, and currently putting air conditioning in it because you can't live in this part of the country without air conditioning.
No, you can't.
And it was, got it from a friend, and I've had it for about 2 years. So.
Cool. Now, is this a complete rebuild or a partial?
Partial rebuild with a later model engine and power steering, power brakes, air conditioning, the stuff you need for today's car.
So you added some upgrades.
Absolutely.
That's great. I love the color. Now, is the color original? Or did you
It's original color. It's turquoise and cream. It's a cream white, but it is the original color on the car.
It's a beautiful color. I love it. Usually you see it in the red and in the white, but I really like this.
Oh, thank you very much. I've had a lot of people comment on it.
Yeah, my color's blue, but
I was just lucky to be able to come up on it in this color.
Exactly. Now, you said you got it from a friend?
Her husband passed away. It was his car, and we're carrying on the tradition.
Oh, that's awesome. That's beautiful. When you think classic car shows, I mean, you have to have a Chevy Bel Air here.
55, 56, 57, the Tri-5.
Exactly. It's just a classic. The lines and everything else is very nostalgic.
The original hot rod.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much. It's good to have you here, and enjoy.
Actually, we will. Thanks. And your name is?
Richard Van Leeuwen.
Richard, tell us about your car here.
1931 Chevy Independence. It's a car that I put together. It was all the pieces were restored. I put it all together. It took me almost 2 years to put it. I got 750 miles. It's my daily driver. I range all around, going to car shows and stuff I've done. And my other cars that I have, I've done weddings, all that good stuff. It's a good hobby to get into. It's not that expensive.
Really?
If you know old cars. If you don't, there's magazines and books out there to tell you how to do anything. And if you don't have those, then you go on YouTube. And you want to
That's right, YouTube.
Change this fixture, you go on YouTube and they'll tell you exactly how to do it.
You're right. Now, how did you acquire this car?
A lady had 4 Chevys, and her husband had passed away, and 4 years later she had contacted our president of our club and asked if there was anybody who could work on old cars. And in the club, I'm the only one that works on old cars. So I went down there with our president, looked at the cars, and told her what I could do to them and all that stuff. And I saw this one sitting there as a parts car, and had my eyes on it. And so I made a deal. She gives me a deal on that, and I do all the rest of the work for nothing. So we got all 3 cars running and everything else, and they've all been sold, all out of staters. When I checked in registration, this was the only car that was registered in 1931 in the state of Georgia.
Holy Moses.
So it's a rare car. I've never seen another one.
It looks beautiful. And you said this is your daily driver?
Yeah, I drive it. If I need to go down and get a loaf of bread, I'm going to go to the bank, I just jump in this thing. Why should I drive a new car? Keep them running and they'll stay running.
That's right. Now, did you have to use a lot of modern upgrades to this?
Okay, upgrades. Alternator, leakless water pump, brakes have been upgraded. They're still mechanical, but they've been upgraded by the shoes, better shoes and all that stuff. 12-volt system, directionals, dual tail lights. I mean, these were all not standard items back in the day.
Right. How hard is it to find some of the stuff to make it?
Some of it's very difficult. The rear tail light for the right-hand side took me almost a year to find that piece.
Wow.
It was in a good serviceable condition. Things that I can't find, there's like this cowl light, that little gasket underneath that. I homemade that sucker because you can't buy them anywhere. I haven't found them anywhere. You know, but too much of the stuff since COVID isn't made in this country anymore. Mm-hmm. And there's some of us that don't like Chinese products. I'm one of them. So that makes it more difficult to find the pieces.
Right.
This one, this is called a wind wing. This took me almost a year and a half to get that, and I finally got it from a Ford dealer. That's a model that fits a Model A, and I measured it in a Model A, and the distance from here to here on a Model A is the same as on a Chevy. So I bought the darn thing and I put the wind wings on.
I love it. That's right.
So it's like these kind of cars. It's a love of the hobby. You know, everybody's amazed. This is 94 years old.
Yeah. Still
going, original motor. It's been rebuilt, but it's still an original motor.
That's incredible.
So, that's a fun thing.
Well, thank you very much. I'm here with Lance, and we're with his car. Tell me about your car.
I got a 29 Essex. I mean, it's just old rat rod. It's got a 355 small block in it. You know, it's custom frame, custom chop. So it does pretty good, you know. It's been a fun build.
How did you acquire this car?
I picked it up out of Asheville, North Carolina, actually. Me and my 11-year-old daughter, and so me and her's been working on the car and trying to get it all together.
Oh, that's amazing. How's she doing as a mechanic?
She's doing pretty good. I think she's a little bit better than I am at it.
That's a great thing to learn. I wish I had learned that when I was younger.
Yes, sir. It's been generations of mechanic work throughout my family, so.
It's beautiful. And is this still a work in progress?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's the end result supposed to look like for you?
We're going to I just ordered some seats from Iron Ace, so we're going to put World War II bomber seats in it and finish up the interior with street signs, just old rat rod look, something that tells a cool story. The car's almost 100 years old, so it's something that, it tells a cool story for the age.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. And so you have it like a hot rod type of thing. It's just for show, or will you kind of get out there and maybe smoke some tires?
We get out and do burnouts and donuts and play with it,
You got to play with it. You can't just have a nice toy and not play with it, right?
If it stays in the garage, what good is it,
Exactly.
Get the police to turn an eye at you every now and then. So we're having a lot of fun with it.
How hard is it to find some of the parts you need for the car?
This one is almost impossible. Everything that you do to it, you have to almost hand build it. All the metals on it, the doors are wider than the Model A, the hood's longer than a Model A, so you can't really retrofit parts to it. So, door skins and stuff like that, you really have to build them, so.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
It's beautiful. Thank you. You too.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And we're with Chris Cox, and tell us about this car, because it's quite unique.
It's a 1947 Diamond T Rio, and it's got a 50 or 60 model Chevrolet bed in the back. It's got a 350 turbo 350 transmission, and it's just fun to drive. We live in Waycross, or I live in Waycross, and drove it here, so we just drive it everywhere pretty much. It's got modern suspension underneath it. It's just, other than that, it's just fun to drive.
Now, is this something you wanted to do, or did you see this car sitting somewhere and you said, I got a great idea for this vehicle?
I bought it from a friend of mine. It was just a rolling project, and we put, the motor and all the stuff you see on the outside to make it unique. Yes, sir.
Why do you call it the rat trap?
Because it has a lot of rat traps on it, and everybody said it looked like a rat, something that rats would hang out in, so that's where that come from, but yes.
You got a lot of unique features, like the chain. Then I see like you have some stitching over here. Looks like it's sewed together.
That's brake line.
That's brake line?
Brake line, yes, sir. Somebody said that the roof looked like it was about to fall off, so I made it look like we stitched it back together.
It's very unique. I love it. And you got the ammo box down there.
Yes, sir. And it's got onboard air. It's got air tank, which is a nitrous bottle right there. It's full air and all that.
So this must cook, because I'm looking at your seats and you got what was that, 5-point restraint or something?
Yes, sir.
So
I had a different motor at one time. I had a 671 with a 355 blower in it, but the motor messed up. It's at the house, and we put that in there just to cruise around with. But yeah, it's got racing seats and all inside. We redone the interior in it, kind of made it more a little update. But and then valve cover, door armrests and chains. But it's fun.
It looks like it's a lot of fun. I've actually seen this around town a few times.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Like I said, I stay in Waycross. It ain't but like a 45-minute trip from here to there.
I used to work out in Waycross.
Yes, sir. Oh, you did? You?
Yeah,
yes,
that biomass.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir. But that's basically what it is. It's just a cool ride.
It definitely is a cool ride.
Yes, sir.
Chris, thank you so much.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you for your time.
Yes,
Enjoy.
Sir. Yes, sir.
All right, Buda here, and we are with, what's your name?
Dave Beauchamp,
And Dave, where are you from?
New Bern, North Carolina.
And these are the antiques you brought from North Carolina?
They are. A lot of them are from New England. Some are from England. A lot of the artwork is contemporary by an artist by the name of Gary Gowans. He has won the Maritime Award over 8 times and the Mystic Award. I have his work is realism. The painting up there is of that girl in the water. That's not a picture. That's actually a painting.
That's really good.
The other painting over there on the far side over there, that is actual Jekyll Island area.
Wow.
The furniture that's down here in front, this is an American bow front chest, probably around 1780. It's the wood is the outside wood of the carcass is mahogany. The drawer faces are tiger maple with a banding of mahogany stripping. It has an excellent piece on the bottom. If I'll light it for you. That's a little drop right there that really accents the piece nicely. They're French flared feet and they're full height. This one here is a English wine board. It's all mahogany, beautiful color. Nice hardware. Tapered legs, inlay along the legs down to a cuff. Spade foot.
Wow. And now this is mostly New England and English?
This one here is English. This one here is New England. This one there, this is a unique chest. This is an American Empire 4 glove box top. Normally you would get a chest like this, which would only have a 2 glove box top with the backsplash. But to get this, some people thought it was a marriage, but it's not. It's the original piece. Right here, this is called crotch mahogany. It's made on a book matching, but this is the best part about it. Watch this. So this drawer comes out like butter. Watch. And then when you try to look at there's no movement whatsoever. The backsplash is great. The hardware is original. You've got all this beautiful sway of mahogany, but there's a fine line right there. That's why they call it book matching, because each one matches up. These are full columns right here, nicely turned all the way down to a great turned leg. And the sides, you can see that they're tiger maple. What I mean by tiger maple is if you see this slatting like this, you can see the slatting on the side right there. This again is another New England chest. Again, mahogany, tiger maple, banding. I love the hardware on this.
It's beautiful.
These portraits, I don't know the sitter, but the portraits are 1838. A lovely waistcoat. She has great lace. Her hair is up in a big bonnet up there. I really wish I knew the sitter.
Do you go to New England for these pieces?
Yeah, I buy online. I buy in auction. People call me with stuff that they have. Pretty extensive inventory on portraits, probably around 50, 60 pairs. I buy also Amari. Any of my 2-drawer stands, they're almost like a piece of architecture. You've got a top, square top like that, beautiful center column, great footed base. On the bottom there's nice little bun feet, and inside the bun feet is little brass casters. Wow. This one here's an English Pembroke table. Beautiful, look at the mahogany. Beautiful string inlay all the way around, all the way down the legs. You've got brass casters on the bottom. Now these are a treat. These are American Hepplewhite chairs, and those are absolutely 100% hand carved.
That's amazing.
Yeah, great saddle seat like this. Again, nice fluting on the leg. Then you've got an Italian piece right here, or a Dutch piece right here with all inlaid right here. Nice Queen Anne style legs. Original hardware. Small single drawer. But some of my favorite stuff is I have a collection of antique tea caddies in boxes. And the tea caddies were made both English and American. And what they did is they were for green and black tea.
Ah, okay.
This is real nice that it has a cartouche on the inside. This one here is from Tunbridge Wells in England. And I also have quite an assortment of what is known as, they call them salesman samples, but what they really were an apprentice wear. So you start out with a journeyman, master, a journeyman, and an apprentice. So an apprentice would have to build a chest just like this before the master would let him work on the big pieces.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, thank you.
That's really neat. So this has been your lifelong...
It's been my passion for over 40 years.
What draws you to it? To me, when I look at the craftsmanship...
Yeah, I love the history of these things. I mean, the craftsmanship, second to none. I mean, you saw what it's like. I mean, they're built like a battleship.
Yeah.
I mean, that chest right there weighs probably 185 pounds, maybe 200 pounds. You can't get that in today's market.
Not at all.
Yeah.
You got particle board in the back.
Yeah, exactly. There's no dovetailing there.
No. No, they're all beautiful pieces, and I revel with the inlays and the very specific types of wood.
Yeah.
You just don't see that.
Yeah, and to close up, this is something that's really fun. This is an English, what is known as a lap desk. It'll open up the top, which would hold the ink wells and drawers, and obviously your feather for pens. Then you drop this down, your first traveling computer, and you'd be able to have your writing there. And then this would flip over and hold your paper.
Oh my gosh.
And this is all rosewood, and this is what is known as boule. This is all brass, and they inlaid it all into here.
That's amazing.
So in the old days, they didn't have a router.
Yep.
They've got to cut this all with a little piece of knife work, and guess what? If they make a mistake, what happens? They got to start all over again.
Where now? Do you have? Are you online? Do you have a website?
I have a website. It's www.davidbeauchamp or D Beauchamp, BEAUCHAMP, antiques.com.
Great. So people see this, they can
Contact me.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Yep. Bye-bye.
We're still at Braderie South, and we're enjoying a great time. We came to this area. It was some beautiful paintings, pictures, prints, maps, and I'm here with, what's your name?
Josephine McDonough.
Josephine. Now, where are you from originally?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I have come down to this area quite a few times. We spent some time on St. Simon's and on Jekyll Island, and love being on the coast. We also do an antique show down in Jacksonville, just down the road for the Wolfson Children's Hospital Foundation in December. So anytime we have a good chance to come down here and get on the coast and see the folks around here, well, I jump on there if I can.
Absolutely. This has been a wonderful event so far. Is this your specialty, the paintings and the prints?
Yes, it is. I've been selling antique prints and maps for about 40 years. I have a shop up in Cashiers, North Carolina, and then we're by appointment only in Atlanta, Georgia. And we specialize in natural history, birds, flowers, botanical prints, animals, also cartography and mapping. And then we also do decorative arts, so we do a lot of 20th century pochoir prints from the fabric designers in Paris, that sort of thing. Just whatever we find that is intrinsically interesting, good looking, things that you definitely might want to frame a group of them up and put them on your wall.
They're beautiful, and I love the maps. That's one of the things I love to look at. But the nature and the animals are just.
Well, the nature's great. People like John James Audubon, who did the Birds of America in the 1820s and 30s. Early naturalists like Martinet and Buffon and John Gould, and of course the cartographers were all specializing in travel and exploration. So we have early maps from 1600, 1700, and some a little almost earlier than that, and then up to really early 20th century stuff, where people now collect those because they'll have their hometown in them, or they'll have, they'll be able to find some details. A lot of the early stuff, it's interesting and intriguing, but there's not as much information on it because they just didn't know that much at that time.
Is this type of artwork and prints, is this something that's coming back? I know sometimes antiques kind of wane, and the market goes up, the market goes down.
Well, absolutely, values do change. I think that the really great stuff, like the really good original Birds of America prints from Audubon's Double Elephant Folio, which is where he did every bird in its actual size. So a flamingo's got to be this tall, and a wild turkey's a big, huge bird as well. A cardinal, of course, is just a small songbird, but every bird in its natural size has stuck with people. They still seem to be quite popular, and so some things kind of seem to be almost standards. Other things will kind of come and go a little bit, like you say. Sometimes, for instance, We find that people really want pictures of ferns, for example, and just predominantly green and white, and then they'll be really popular for a year or two, and then all of a sudden you just can't sell a fern to save your life. Now, you know, for a while there, that's what we were selling, were the greens and the monochromatic colors. Now, botanical prints with a pop of color have come back into vogue, and all of a sudden people seem to like, you know, the prettier, brighter colors, and like I say, a pop of color. They all just love that term. But it does wax and wane a bit, and I think with the proliferation of availability of things on the internet, so many things, of course, are copied. They are reproductions of these things, but people who are out shopping on the internet are just looking at their screen, so they're just looking for the image, and sometimes they're only shopping for price, so they want the less expensive. We do try to specialize in the original engravings and original lithographs, original pochoirs, and try to cater to the collectors who want to curate a really nice collection of authentic things.
Yeah, you know, real life to what's on the internet, that doesn't really give the picture of the lithograph kind of the justice it deserves.
No, you know, I guess they say you get what you pay for, and really, honestly, we do find though that some of the sites that specialize in the really original stuff have wonderful photography, and you know, if you do kind of at least try to use a discerning eye and ask the right questions and make sure that what you're buying on the internet is an authentic original piece, you can still find some great stuff on the internet. It's just if you do that quick click and grab, you know, and you're thinking you want the least expensive, well, then you may get something that's not worth any more than what you're paying for it.
Now, do you have a website as well?
We really don't do a website. We have, of course, McDonoughFineArt.com and AllEdgesGuilt.com. They are websites where people can find us, but they're primarily just for contacting us and getting information. We have a few things up there. We specialize in traveling around the country. We do about 15 shows a year, and we buy and sell enough stuff on a regular enough basis that rather than trying to keep our inventory updated online, we just invite people to come and visit us in person.
That's wonderful. That's great. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure.
I hope you like that pelican. Have you seen this pelican? That's amazing.
That's one of the Audubons. Fantastic piece.
Yeah, we had an Audubon society where I grew up, and so we spent a lot of time up there, and it was great. Well,
thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Enjoy your time here, and we'll be around again. And we are in another lovely art gallery stall here. Installation. And your name is?
It's Scott Power.
Scott. And what is the name of your
business? Is Southern Fine Arts.
And where are you located?
We're located in Greenville, North Carolina.
Greenville, North Carolina. And how did you hear about Braderie South?
Was contacted by Kelly. I think someone gave her my name. I do shows all over the Southeast, and I think she might have even come to one that we were doing in Low State, South Carolina.
Excellent. And you specialize in art, fine art?
Just in Southern art.
Southern art.
Yeah, and mainly vintage and antique art. So most of our stuff, as I tell people, is from deceased artists or dead artists. And I like that because I can it's easier to keep up with what their inventory is, how much their value of art is worth. So that's what I focus on. And I'm from the South. My wife's from the South. We grew up here. We love Southern landscape. So we just decided to concentrate on that.
That's neat. Now, do you find there's a market outside of the South for art like this?
I think for people that have a connection to the South, there is. So yes, I've sold things to people all over the country, but I'd say most of the sales I have are for people that come to shows or people that contact me through my website, and most of them live in the South.
What about this one right here? Because it's the showpiece. It stands right out.
It is, and lots of people. It brings a lot of people into the booth. It was done by an artist from North Carolina who was born in North Carolina in Kernersville, and she spent some time in the late 40s and early 1950s with her husband in Florida, I think due to his job, as I recall. And because of that, she was painting some scenes like this. But I also have other things on my website that she did in North Carolina, which are more mountainous scenes because she came from the mountain region. But this is what I call a piece that captures just about everything you can imagine in the rural deep South, because it's got the little cottage, it's got Spanish moss, it's got egrets in it, it's got trees that are like the typical kind of trees in the very background that grow up, the cypress trees really tall.
Cypress.
Yeah, exactly. So it's got a little bit of everything in it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece. Now, do you have a website?
We do have a website, southernfinearts.com.
And can you purchase online, or is something by appointment only?
You can purchase, but you have to contact me directly through the website. I don't have an online purchasing system.
That's probably for the best.
Well, it is, because this is all such a very individualized pieces. It'd be hard to set up a thing, and I've worked with people on prices. I certainly don't mind negotiating prices with people.
How long have you been doing this?
About 20 years, but it wasn't my full-time occupation until I retired from another job with the state of North Carolina, which I did in 2021. But I knew I wanted to do this in my retirement years, and so I had set it up a good many years before that and just kind of worked into it slowly. Yeah.
How do you get the knowledge? You have to understand the artists and all the artwork.
You do.
How do you get that? Is that something that just comes with doing the business for so long?
It does, and that's one of the aspects of it I really like, is the research of the artist, and and what they did in their history and where they learned their trade, where they went to school. That's the stuff that I really enjoy doing, finding out information about them. And it's a lot of internet research, library research, newspaper research. It takes a lot to sometimes find out about a particular artist. But again, unless you can find someone like Alfred Huddy, who was a nationally known artist, and so his stuff is all over the internet, easy to find. But I really like researching those artists that have kind of fallen through the cracks, that people don't know their work quite as well, more regional-based artists.
That's beautiful. I definitely like the landscape, the southern landscape stuff, and ships and the boats, like the shrimp boats, things like that. That's because being from the Northeast, nautical stuff, I like the ships, but I like scenes like that. It's fun.
Yeah. I think it represents something to people that grew up in the South or have spent enough time in the South to realize those are kind of iconic views.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Oh, yes, sure.
And your website again?
Website is southernfinearts.com.
There we go. Southernfinearts.com. There's some great pieces here. You gotta check it out.
Thank you.
Ready? Okay, Buda here, and we are with Mark. Mark, tell your name and where you're from.
Mark Carson English. I'm from where I'm from, or born, or what?
Where are you living now?
Oh, I live in Jacksonville, Atlanta, and New York, depending on the time of year. But I'm from Knoxville.
Knoxville. And you're here. You're the painter.
I am. I'm an artist here.
And you're actually doing work while you're here, which normally you don't see that. Why are you doing that?
I don't know. In between talking to people, I like to just work. It's really not work. I'm just creating. Yeah.
How long have you been painting?
40 years.
40. That's amazing. When did you start?
I was started at 8. Had my first show in high school. I'm turning 60, so 39 years ago, 40.
No way you're turning 60.
Yeah, I am. 60.
Art keeps you young, right?
I think skateboarding and smoking pot did for many years. And then I had kids, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta work now.
That's right. So you mostly use acrylics, or?
I use everything. I use acrylic, oil enamel. I use spray paint. I mean, you name it. I paint in a wide range. What you see here is more classic, but I do pop art, I do street art, I do classical realism. I paint in a lot of different ways.
Oh, that's excellent. And how did you hear about this gathering?
The show here, a friend of mine was displaying, and they needed someone for this space and asked, would you like to do a pop-up? And I'm like, sure, why not?
That's awesome. And you're in this beautiful hotel.
I love this place.
Is it kind of inspirational for you?
I mean, I guess the ghosts are, sure. No, it's a great place. It's really cool. It's first time here, but it's historical. I like anything old. Yeah. It's just a whole different time. You know, they make really good cocktails.
Yes, they do.
Good food, good people, great venue to just chill, relax. Really cool.
You think about coming back next year? They already got the date set.
Oh yeah, I'll be back. I've already told them I'll be back.
That's amazing.
We were talking about collaborating on an art gallery here anyways.
Oh, that'd be really cool. And you're working on this piece right here, and from my layman's terms, it looks like a vase with like a bouquet.
Bouquet of lilies, white lilies. That's what I'm working on.
It's excellent.
Just fun. I like to paint while I'm here. It also gives people an insight of my world. It tells sort of a story.
Yeah.
Just fun. Real fun.
That's excellent. And the work here is very original, very unique. I like it.
They're all original.
But you don't see it. I mean, sometimes you see artists and it's like, yeah, you know.
They paint all the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm half crazy, so I paint everything. It's just whatever. I just got done doing a whole music series.
Oh, really?
Hendrix, yeah, Jerry Garcia.
Did you do Kiss?
I have not done Kiss, but I'm doing an album series where I take their old albums and turn them into paintings, deconstructing them, and I have already done one Kiss, yeah.
Oh, which one?
It's this one right here.
I'm a big Kiss fan. That fan noticed.
It's one of them dressed up as Destroyer.
Destroyer, yeah.
Destroyer, that's it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
With the boots.
Gene Simmons I've met, really cool. His manager's in Nashville, where I'm originally from. He's really cool too.
Excellent. Well, I won't keep you very long. Enjoy your time here, and hopefully we can see you next year.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you.